Hi guys, so today I'm going to do a Christmas look for you. It's going to have quite a goldy eye and then a deep red lip, so it's quite out there, it's not natural at all, so it's just for if you're going to a Christmas party and you want to kind of jazz it up a little bit. It's not colours, so it is still quite neutral with goldy browns on the eyes, but this is one take on a Christmas look. I'll bring you a few others as well as this with some colours. So let's get into it. I've already put my foundation on and concealer, and I've drawn my eyebrows in just because my skin's quite bad at the moment, and I just didn't want to show it, and also it just cuts so much out of the video. So let's get to it. Okay, so to start off, as ever, you're going to want to use a primer if you want this to stay on all night. So I'm going to be using Urban Decay, the eyeshadow primer potion, which is here. All of this has come off just from being in my bag. It's annoying, it gets everywhere. But yeah, let's just prime the eyelid. You don't need too much of this. I'd say go up to your brow if you want the best staying power you can get. And then just push it in with your fingers and go just underneath as well. Okay. Next you're going to want to go in with your eyeshadows. So I'm going to use a combination of colours. The base colour, it was a fight between Woodwinked by MAC and Sidecar by Urban Decay, which is in the Naked palette. This is Sidecar. It's quite a glittery colour, and this is Woodwinked, that one there. So they're quite similar. I think I'm going to go for Sidecar just because I don't use it that much and I actually really like it. So to put that on, I'm going to be using my eye shading E55 brush from Sigma, and there's lots of glitter in it, so just make sure you tap it off, because otherwise your face, look how much is there, your face is just going to be covered in glitter otherwise. So you want to pop this all over your lid, up to your crease, and no higher than that. You might get some fallout, don't worry, it's going to happen, so yeah, don't panic. Oh god. Now I'm going to take a relatively clean blending brush and just really quickly blend that. Okay, so you can see you've got your lovely gold colour down now. The next you're going to want to go in with a darker brown. For this I'm not going to use anything from the Urban Decay palette. I'm going to use, I think it's called Twinks. Let me just have a look. Oh no, sorry, my mistake. I'm going to use Tempting by MAC. You can see this has got quite a lot of glitter in it as well, but again, if you tap your brush off, all the glitter kind of falls out. Well, not all of it, but since this is a Christmassy look, I really wanted to have some glitter on the eye, and nothing too overwhelming, but definitely to make it a bit festive. For this I'm going to use a blending brush from Sigma. All my brushes are quite dirty, but they're going to be washed in a minute, so don't fret. And you just want to tap that right into the colour. You're going to see there's going to be lots of fallout with this one as well. And then tap that off to get all the, well, most of the glitter off there. And now we're just going to go into the crease and into the outer corner as well, just to darken everything up and bring kind of a different dimension through. Okay, so obviously that's not blended, but you can see that it's brought a very shimmery gold into a nice shimmery brown. I'm just going to put some Brulee, which is my skin colour basically, on my blending brush, just so I can have a bit more kind of control when I'm blending. Just go onto the outer corner of the colour and just blend it slightly, just so it's not as harsh. Try not to lift the colour up any more than it is. Okay. And that kind of softens everything out a little bit. Next I'm going to take my, what is this, small tapered blending brush from Sigma. It did come with a really sharp point, but now the point's kind of disappeared a bit. And I'm just going to take Carbon by MAC, which is a matte black, that one there. And now we're just going to deepen up the outer corner. So literally just here. And then you just want to tap that on there and bring it up into a V shape a little bit. Normally with a bright lip I wouldn't do too much on the eye, but because it's still a neutral colour, it's kind of a bit more acceptable. And also, you know, this is for a party, it's not just for lazing around the house. Taking some more brulee on your blending brush, just blend that out. So you can see the look we have got so far. It's very shimmery and lovely. I really like it. Next I'm going to take my pencil brush from Sigma, and I'm just going to go into Tempting and take that across my lower lash line. And then you want to get some carbon on your brush as well and put that into the outer corner. And join it up in the corner to just help it blend in. Okay, for the inner highlight, I'm just going to take Virgin, which is from the Decay palette, this lovely kind of shimmery nude, very pale colour here. It's a great highlight for my skin colour. And we're just going to pop this really gently. I'm using my large shader brush from Sigma, where the eyebrow arch is, and also in the corner. And lift it up so it blends in. You can take some of that below as well. Go back with your blending brush and kind of blend the highlight and the browns together. And that's your eyeshadow done. Okay, the final touch, I'm just going to take a little bit of All That Glitters, which is this pale shimmery colour here. It's kind of just more like a yellowy pink, and I'm just going to take that on a shader brush and just add a tiny bit of that, not to the inner corner but just on the inner part of the lid. And then I'm also going to take a tiny bit of Floof, which is a really shimmery highlight. It's this one here, and I'm just going to pop the tiniest bit of that down the centre of my lid just to kind of brighten the eye even more. Okay, and the eyeshadow is done. Right then, so I just sharpened my smolder to a very fine point, and now we're just going to line the upper lash line. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure you're right at the base of the lashes. Okay, now I'm going to take my short shader E20 brush and I'm just going to blend that in. And just gently blend that. Just don't want anything to be too precise. You can blend that up into the colour. Okay, and we're also going to take this underneath the lash line. Don't go too far in, kind of just past halfway. And then link it up on the outer corner. And you can see that that line isn't too defined, it's quite thick. And that's exactly what we want. We don't want it too defined because, as I said before, the lips are quite a big thing. So I'm just going to fade this line in even more. And I'm just going to go back with my blending brush, just go over the top of it to kind of include it in the eye look, if that makes sense. So we're not going to put any black on the inner rim, so I'm just going to do that to the other eye. Okay, so now I'm just going to pop some Eye Bright on the inner waterline. It's by Benefit, and it's, you've probably seen it in my videos to be honest. Just a very light pink highlighter, and there it is. I never want to sharpen Eye Bright just in case, just to make it last as long as possible, because I hate the idea of sharpening away the product. So you just want to pull your eye down gently. If any of the black's transferred, then you can just wipe that away and cover it up. So there you can see that Eye Bright's very eye brightening. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes. And then my all-time favourite mascara at the moment, and to be honest I can't see anything else beating it, it's They're Real by Benefit. And you've all seen this because I'm quite slow on the bandwagon getting this, but this is the brush, and then it's got the little cannonball thing on. Cannonball? What am I on about? Like torture ball on the end? That's really good for just getting the outside corner eyelashes. So let's just apply this, shall we? Trying to do mascara on camera is always really difficult. This is the result of the mascara. I normally put a really thin second coat on the top lashes, but I absolutely love it. It's really lengthening without being too fake. Okay, so the eyes are done. Sorry, I'm so sorry about the shadows. I literally can't do anything about it. So now to move on to my cheeks and things like that. Because it's winter, you kind of want your skin to look a bit dewy. So I like to use quite a bit of highlighter and also like a nice kind of girly, just kind of like you've been outside in the cold and you've got rosy cheeks. That's the kind of blush I like. I always do a little bit of contouring just because I think it makes your face look more alive. So to do that, my usual, I'm using Hoola, which is here. There we go. Hoola by MAC. Hoola by MAC, if only. Well, if only? Yeah, that would be cheaper. But Hoola by Benefit. And my contour brush, tapered face brush from Sigma. I just like to put a bit of this through the cheekbones, just to make everything a bit more awake, alive, and it kind of defines your face a bit. There's quite a bit of fallout from the glitter, but I've wiped up everything I can. But you're just going to have to apply your foundation second, is probably what I'd recommend whenever you're wearing quite a bit of eyeshadow. Some of that down the centre of the face. You don't want to look like you've been on holiday, but you do want to look like you've got a chiselled face. I'm looking up there just to check how I look in the camera, just to make sure I'm in frame and stuff, because I never really am. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to blush. I'm going to use Dainty by MAC, which is a mineralised blush, so it's very sheer, and I'm going to use my blush brush from Sigma. So pack a bit of that into your brush because it's a very lovely, girly, pinky blush that just doesn't overwhelm the face at all. It's just really nice and natural. So just put that onto your the apples of your cheeks and then blend it upwards. I love this blush. I used it every day for, it must have been like 3 weeks. I did make quite a bit of a dent on it. Okay, and then that's the blush done. It's really natural, so that's perfect considering the amount we've got going on the eyes and soon to be the lips. Next I'm going to use pearl highlighter. It's a cream colour base from MAC, and it's kind of a yellow toned cream colour base, yeah. So I'm just going to put this on the tops of my cheekbones with my finger, just dab it on. Hopefully you can see that. And then I always set creams because, especially if you're going out for to a party, you're probably going to be dancing, hot and sweaty, so you're going to have to set your products, otherwise they're just going to come off. So I'm going to be using MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Semi-Precious Crystal Pink. It's from one of their relatively recent collections. I just swirl it all in with my tapered highlighter brush and just really lightly pop this on top of the pearl cream colour base, and you can see the highlight that gives you. So in person, like, it's really not that dramatic, but it just gives you a really nice, I don't know, kind of glow that makes you look like the winter isn't getting to your skin too much. Okay, so now we're going to get onto the lips, which are quite dramatic. So to start off with, I'm going to be using my darkest red lip liner from 17. It's quite pinky, but I don't really have any others. It's called Claret, yeah. And this is, make sure your liner's quite sharp. I'm just going to line my lips quickly and fill them in slightly. Also, make sure your lips are moisturised. Unfortunately, mine are quite dry, but I have been moisturising them all day, but they are still a bit flaky. Okay, so lining your lips is something that's great to do if you're going to be wearing it to a party, because it's just going to help it last longer. And if you've got some wrinkles around your lips, say you're a bit older, then it won't kind of bleed through into the lines as easily. So now I'm going to use a matte lipstick. It's Viva Glam 1 from MAC, and it's a really lovely dark red. You can use a brush with this, but I hate lip brushes, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, and you're just going to apply this straight on top. Absolutely love this lipstick. It applies really easily. Okay, so you could leave it matte like this just because it's really dramatic, but because it's Christmas, I think you should have a little bit of gloss on that, even if you only put it on the centre. I really love this red. So yeah, I'm going to be using my MAC Cream Sheen Glass in Double Dare, and it's kind of like a pinky red, so it's going to brighten up this lip a little bit. So it's got a doe foot applicator, and I'm just going to pop this on top. I'm not brushing it side to side because I don't want the lipstick to go on the lip gloss applicator. Okay, and that's my Christmas look done. I'm sorry that the lighting in here isn't great, but I will be taking some pictures so you can see what's going on here a bit better. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed. This is just one idea on a Christmas look. It's very dramatic, so it's completely up to you whether you want to go this dramatic. You could just do the eyes, you could just do the lips. I'm going to be making some other Christmas looks with some colours on the eyes and things like that, so stay tuned. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.